Hi, I'm Mary, and today I'm going to show you how to make this swing arm wall sconce. For this project, you'll need some PVC pipe, a dowel, some PVC pipe fittings, you'll need a piece of wood, some dowel pins, screws, copper pipe, and you'll also need some spray paint, a plug-in pendant light, and a light bulb. You can check out the description below for all the tools and materials I used in this project. I started with a dowel by cutting 3 pieces at 3 inches in length. I headed over to my drill press with the first dowel bit, and I used a 7/8 Forstner bit to drill all the way through and make 2 pieces. I made a simple jig for the drill press, again using my 7/8 Forstner bit. Then I switched over to a 5/8 and drilled through the center there about 3/8 down. And that's just a tip, it's about the width of the actual bit. So I did this for the 2 remaining dowels, and then I took one of those and I headed over again to the drill press and I used a 3/8 drill bit to drill all the way through. So you should end up having one that's completely hollow and one that's solid in the middle. Next, I marked my 2 pieces at about 1 inch from the end and I cut them in half. I took the 2-inch piece over to the drill press and used a 1/4 inch Forstner bit to make a pilot hole. I also took the pieces that we first made a pilot hole right down the middle there, because we're going to attach them together with dowel pins. So I just put a pencil there through the hole of the hollow one so my pin wouldn't go too far. I applied some glue and I clamped them together. Alright, now onto the PVC pipe. So I started by cutting about 2 feet long from the pipe and I sanded it down using 220 grit paper. This is just to make sure that the paint will actually stick to it when I do paint it. So I also sanded down all the fittings and then I rubbed everything down with some alcohol. Now the last pipe to cut is the copper pipe, and I used my pipe cutter to cut it at about 3/4 of an inch, and I made 2 identical pieces. So once all the pieces are cut, I laid them out in the order that they'll be assembled in. So this is what it should look like when you're all done. And then you just go ahead and push them all together to connect them. And this is what it looks like when you're done. I cut my piece of wood to 9x5 and I used my router to make kind of beveled edges there. And then I just made 2 pilot holes. I also pre-drilled a keyhole slot in the back using my jig. And if you want to see, there's a link to the video here on how to make that jig in the description below. So next I simply used my spray paint and applied 2 coats of paint on everything. I actually forgot to do the copper pipes and you kind of can see them, so I recommend to really spray everything including the copper pipes. Now that the paint's dried, it's time to thread the lamp wire. And what I really love about this plug-in pendant kit that I'm using is that you don't need to do any wiring. You simply slip off the cover from the plug, and when you're done threading it, you just slip it back on again. Easy as that. Hey, if you like this video, hit that like button and subscribe to my channel for more DIY videos. The last step is simply to mount the plaque using some screws. Then hang it on the wall, and you're done.